Check 1 2 3. Okay, check 1 2 3. We are live. Holy cow. Okay, let's open my project. Okay, I was kind of reading up on Godot like all day because it wasn't really working on my engine at my other job, so the engine doesn't really work on my laptop that well, and I wasn't within range of it, so I just, did my thing. So I'm gonna edit the way my chat works again. I'm going to copy this script. Where is the script? Did I erase the script? Oh no, I got it. Okay, the scene's still there. Okay, I'm going to pull. I took the chat scene out of the level. I'm gonna put it back. this out. Currently in panic mode, things have been going too well and I've been far too productive. It can't last. Relax, Answer Zero. You need to relax. Get a hold of yourself. Haven't done that in 5 years. Hey man, don't be sad, just celebrate. Celebrate your victories. Rigged a full live 2D model. Make it a habit. Make that level of productivity a habit. Reward yourself. Do something nice that you wouldn't normally splurge in. Heart rate is fine though. Feels like I've been dosed with something. Oh, you think somebody drugged you? Well, make sure you figure out where those drugs are. Make sure you can get more when you need them. I'm just joking. Don't do drugs, kids. Just a joke. Just a kid. Since those turns you dodge are now free, where do you take damage I can give enemies more HP? Where's my glasses? I need my glasses to read what you're saying. People are gonna think I can't read. Here, I'm gonna go look for my bag. Lost my glasses. I'll clean up tomorrow. Maybe they'll show up. Okay. Okay, so have to balance fights around how long they take you to kill you, since you can now avoid damage for some attack. I can give you more HP. Extend battles a little. If line edit. The arena, I know what I can do. That's why I'm having such a hard time reading, because I don't have it on the dashboard mode. Yeah, that's much better. The arena I'm adding to make money for the first half of the game can be cheesed. If you buy 2 lightning absorption accessories, you can use lightning talisman to heal. I wish I had more context. If Canvas layer, chat, line edit, it's really just a line edit, right? Chat box, add text, screen name. Oh, here we go. Line edit. This is all local. I don't need to put all this code in here. Changed it back. Don't need this. Okay, now at least it displays, now I have to just sync it. Okay. So, let me look at the way Codemora did it. We're gonna try and reproduce this. So he put the dictionary right on there. So class name, chat box, control, var game equals game, function on ready. I don't really need this. Actually, wait, hold on. Screen name, no, I do. Any other variables to use? Nope, don't need that, okay. So, let's just copy all this shit. We're gonna adapt it to my code. Get node. I should probably create a new one and call it main instead of level. Gonna add self variables to game to see if it fixes the rhythmic game prototype. Yeah, try it. Dang, I got a bunch of follows. Fast Gone, My channel's growing again. Pretty awesome. Add player character. So this should really be called login screen. Not control. We're going to make a new one. Call it game. Hey, what's up, Code Rad? Yeah, dude, I watched a bunch of that guy's videos. I found him very interesting, but not, I don't think, in the way a lot of other people do. I always have an interest in content creators and seeing how their message resonates with others. Because to me, he seems like kind of whatever, like just a normal guy who's not really doing anything special. And the amount of risk that he's taking isn't really relatable to me because I take more risk than him every day, in my opinion. I guess I don't have a family, but that was part of the deal, you know, like to live the lifestyle I live. So, like, that was an intentional choice. But I mean, I liked him as a content creator, and I'll definitely keep watching his videos because it's like my life story is like dramatic, right? But it doesn't feel dramatic to me. It feels normal. But if I was like someone like that, I think I would make more engaging video content because he turns it into this like narrative that's like kind of exciting. And I need to learn how to do that. You know what I mean? I need to learn how to do that. What is this? No, he is good at making videos. And I think his videos probably don't engage people like you and me, CodeRad, as much as they engage somebody who's struggling with the idea of making a game. And he also doesn't seem like me to the type of person who will actually ever get a game out. Or at least it'll be a while. You know what I mean? Like, he comes across to me like one of those people who's just like talking about, dreaming about making a game someday. That's what I get out of it. Because there's a lot. Like, there's a lot of content creators that they're just that. And that's like their whole thing. And that's what, and in my opinion, for the most part, that's what they're always going to be. I don't think you're like that, and I'm not like that. You know. But I don't think the way he's making it, like, his life is so hard and stuff, and like he works so hard. I'm just kind of like, it just sounds like a broken record to me. You know, it's like, I get it, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm not like be positive all the time. That's not like my MO. I'm not like spread positivity because I can be very negative and critical. But I also just don't like whininess, and if I'm gonna watch a video, I don't need it to make me feel good about not succeeding. You know what I mean? I do that plenty. So my personality, I don't need it. Yeah, you can relate to having time to spend with family. Yeah, I mean, I have family too. I just don't, have a wife. Like, I don't have any family that's, like, really dependent on me. I think maybe my mom will be there in, like, maybe 20 years or something, but... I think the thing with him is that his wife seems like she's really on board with him with it, you know? And I think that's really what it comes down to. Most wives are not on board with that. When I look around and I look at people's wives. So that's what really, in my opinion, that's the thing that makes him different. Is he has a wife that's open to it. At least that's what he says. Maybe secretly she hates it, but... Because she's not gonna be able to buy, like, nice stuff, and she's not gonna have that feeling of security that a lot of women value. I gotta take a call. I'll be right back. Hey, what's up?
Hey, Joe. Alright, you got home already?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ask you some things super quick.
No worries. machete thing this week, and I'll let you know how that goes. Because it's contingent on that at the very least to start. Hey, another thing too is I might have got oil in your drive because my cardboard blew. There wasn't that much. I couldn't see it. It was so bad by myself. But if you look at the notes, you can see that. I'm gonna try to just do it like she was. I could see it being possible. I was like doing all the quizzes, which are like optional, but I think I could just do the final exam. I'm gonna try it. Sorry about that. My friend's trying to get me to take on more hours teaching, and I'm like, I mean, I like it, but I don't want no pay job, like low pay job. A little bit of low pay job is okay. I'll get back to the children. But the way any kind of work that's affiliated with the government is, it's not like the better you do, the more you get paid. That's not how it works in the public sector. So it's like, even though I'm really good at it, it doesn't matter, you know? There's no incentive to be good at it. Or there's no incentive to do more of it. Where if it was like private, I would get paid more if I was better at it, you know? And then that would give me more freedom to do the type of stuff I want, and I could have more flexibility. Okay, so it works. Now I just need to check it still works with one more than a prompt. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I have these 4 scenes: the chat, the level, the login, and the player. And I want everything to work out of this game scene. So right now, a lot of it works out of the player scene. So basically the way it'll work is I'll have the level and the login and the game all instantiate on this scene here. And that will just be a better way to break it up. Because eventually this is going to be like the server and the non-server and all that. So project. Actually, for now, let's just instantiate the login scene. Okay, that works. So from here, now I can start slowly moving stuff over. So now I want the chat to instantiate within the game scene and not the login scene. So what we're gonna do is not the level scene. I want it to be, I'm gonna just hide it and show it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete this. We're just gonna delete it and recreate it. So in the game scene, we're gonna instance another scene. And that's going to be the chat scene. So now when I play the scene, the chat won't actually be visible. Couldn't find type game in current scope. So I need to set this as the base scene for the project. Lurk, how dare you? You need to watch me actively. Could not find type game in current scope. Change type. Node. Okay. So class name. gotta prototype how I'm conceptualizing this right now. Like how I'm gonna structure the game. So let's go to Google Docs. Okay, so basically the base of the game is game. So we'll just say base game data. That's like the base of, that's like the two auto-loaded things. And then it's gonna open with the login UI, which will go to the game scene. So the login UI leads to the game scene, or world scene. Let's call it universe scene. I like that better. It's ambitious. So the login goes to the universe, and within the universe, there's the chat node, there's current map, so it's like you go I guess I'll just put a line here so you know that they kind of connect. So it's like the game-to-game data, then the login UI is in the game data. And then you go from login UI to the universe, but you stay in the game scene. Because that's the base scene of the game. And then within there, there's the map and the chat scene. Now eventually there'll also probably be a user interface. And that's basically it. I keep the chat and the UI separate because they have like very different needs. Most of the UI will be able to synchronize, where the chat I've found doesn't really synchronize well in Godot. You have to do it more in a semi kind of manual way. This is how this is the structure. And then from here, the map, you can go to current map. So that's how it should be structured. This will also be game/client. And then there'll be a separate one for server. So this is basically the base of everything. So there'll be a server, which is its own thing, which is authoritative on all this stuff, and then there'll be all of these guys within that. So that's what I'm kind of trying to build out. So I'm actually going to change the name of my level and change where it's located. I'm going to make a new folder in here. I'm going to call it maps. Maybe I'll call it universe. I think that's cool. And this is something that I could do for like a day. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Switch back to the main scene. Alrighty. Okay, so we have all the scenes, the scripts. He didn't separate. Oh yeah, he did. Okay. So I'm going to put all my scripts in there. Rectangle collision. What is this? There's no way I need that. Delete that. And I'm already optimizing. It's way too early for this. Okay, main player. I do need that. I need login. What is main? Okay, this, I don't need this. This is, delete this. So chat, circle, what is this? Okay, I don't need this. This is probably something that got left over from the default assets. So this is what I have now. And then so I have these scenes, and then I have, you know what, actually let's call this environment. I think that makes more sense. So we'll rename this to environment. And also that starts with E. So it puts it between assets and scene, which I like. I'm going to lowercase scripts just so that this is consistent. There's going to be a lot of like I'm the type of person who prefers file names to be all lowercase because I come from a web development background. So for environments, this level should go in there. We can delete this. Deleting this, I don't know what it is. Okay, so for environment, this level, basically what's going to happen is I'm going to convert this into like map 000, kind of like code did. So I'm gonna, you know what I'll actually do is I'll make a universe scene. And then we're actually gonna add another folder here. And I'm gonna call it maps. And this will be, I'm gonna call this one I kind of just want to call it universe. So we're gonna call it universe because it's for the whole universe. And then for the scenes, wait, this is a script. This is the one that belongs in here. Okay, so this is a much more workable way. And for game data, yeah, I can leave that in scripts. That's fine. So we have an auth script, a chat script. I kind of want to call this login, not auth. We're going to rename it. Just because that way we know it matches what scene it goes with. And you know, I'm gonna move. I could kind of clean it up and just make maps in the res. And then just put universe and scenes. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't need an environment folder. Okay. So now what I have to do is I have to break this into two different things. So let's start by duplicating it. We'll call this one map 00. Just like code did. Actually, I'll do one more 0. Rename. Okay. Let's open that. Put it right next to universe here. Okay, so I want this to kind of be sequentially in the hierarchy that I kind of have set up in my mind, left to right. So we start with the login. Then we go to the universe, and within the universe is the player and the map. Chat will be inside of, okay, the universe as well. And eventually there'll be a user interface. Let me just create that now so I have it all set up. So we'll do scene, new scene. We'll just do user interface, and we'll call this one UI. And I'm just not going to do anything to this one yet. Save scene. And we'll put this one right next to chat. So when you log into the game, then you go to login, you go to the universe, which has the chat and the UI, and then you'll have a map. So in this universe, it'll instantiate all 4 of these things. I actually just want to call this map. I don't need plural. Same thing with here. Keep it consistent. Of course, there's multiple scripts in there. Okay. So, you start at the game. then you have login. We're not going to do chat. So we'll have chat and universe. So we're just going to instantiate all of it here. Then universe. What the hell? Why is it calling it room? I'm gonna keep going with my all lowercase thing. Chat. Then universe. Okay. So these are going to start off invisible. And then you'll just see the login. Login is good. So for the universe, let's move this over. Actually, Barkeys, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Are you a Godooter? This is actually a UI element, so we're gonna change type. User interface. User interface. And this is actually a control node, so we're gonna change this. Trying to learn network. Oh well, this is a place to be, dude. That's all I've been doing. Welcome. Yeah, there's not a lot out there. I definitely this coming week need to make some tutorials, cause like I've been kind of trying to learn it myself, and yeah, it's kind of a doozy because there's just not a lot of material out there. I think if you come from Godot 3 and you're experiencing Godot 3, there's a lot of material, but if you are new to Godot in general and you're trying to learn straight into Godot 4, like a lot of the tutorials assume that you're already kind of accustomed to some of the Godot 3 norms, and then they just kind of show you the difference. That's at least what I've noticed. Well, if you're going to do networking, I would definitely switch to Godot 4. Unless your project is pretty far in. Because it's a lot of the way you do things is totally different. Like, Godot 4 has a replicator, what's it called? It's a network synchronizer. And It's just different, and the way it just handles a lot of the network functionality is, the logic is different. I know this because I'm learning now on Godot 4, and I am using like old tutorials, and I'm like, oh, this isn't how it actually works. But yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm not like the ultimate authority, but I wouldn't do that. Thank you for the follow, Mighty Mochi Games. What an odd name that is. Welcome to my channel. Is it better for a dedicated server? Yeah, for sure. Godot 4, I would say, is better. I mean, I'll tell you some things that it can do that are better. A lot of people with their dedicated servers in Godot, they use like the headless setting for their server, right? And then they'll run it in Linux. Well, as far as I understand, and you know, I'm not super duper like understand everything, but from the research I've done, I've been led to believe that a lot of those headless settings are a lot more out of the box. In general, Godot's a great engine. I would say it's way better than Unity for doing dedicated servers, because it's very low performance overhead to run multiple instances of Godot on a single computer. I'm running multiple instances of Godot right now, right? And you can have them open all the time, and it's not a big deal because it's so low overhead. So yeah, there's actually, I don't know if it's a method or what, but there is a way to just do headless, like as a built-in feature of the engine in Godot 4. This is actually a multiplayer game that I'm making myself. I kind of just destroyed it, so I can't show you a demo of what it looks like, because I'm restructuring all of the scenes and maps and assets and stuff, like, as we speak. So nothing is gonna work. I wonder what happens if I try to start it. Will it blow up? No, yeah, it doesn't work. I gotta reconnect all of this stuff. There is a headless build for Linux, but it seems to be removed from the... Yeah, I think Godot 4, I haven't actually ran it, but I can't imagine. I've seen a lot of tutorials where people build dedicated headless servers in Linux on like AWS and stuff. And I've done servers on AWS because I'm a web developer for like other stuff. And it seems pretty much ready to go, you know? As far as networking games goes, like one of the more easy integrations I've seen in my days, you know? And I haven't actually got it up yet, but I'm kind of new. Like, I just been using Godot really for like a week, so I've used a lot of Unity, RPG Maker, some GDevelop, some like JavaScript games just from code. What else have I used? Yeah, like I have here. If you ever get bored, you can check out my game on Steam. It's free. But I made an RPG in RPG Maker that's pretty good. I'm pretty proud of it. I mean, it's awesome. I gotta sell my game. It's awesome. Okay? It's a freaking awesome game. But I made it free just because I was hoping more people would play it, and then maybe I could get some donations instead of just accruing revenue. And so far I've been making less money. Go figure, you make something free and you make less money. Who would have thought? But I have been getting a lot more people playing it, which is, I think, better in the long run. At least when you're at the level I'm at, because, you know, if you go on Steam at any point, there'll be like 20 people playing it on average, which is way more than it was before. But before I was making like $300 a month from sales. And now I make nothing. I made a $25 donation yesterday, and that's the most I've made since I made it free. So that's why I actually set up like the Ko-Fi up here, because I just got my first donation, so I added that little Ko-Fi bar in there. Okay, so back to the game. So the universe, what am I going to keep in the universe? I'm not going to keep this. I gotta move this stuff into UI. Oh, well, nah, I don't have to move this. I can leave this in universe for now, because this is an actual UI. Let me rephrase this. This is really just something I have for testing. I'm just gonna call it host. Join UI, so it's more clear what it is. I'm going to remove this from the actual build when I post it. The tile map is part... I'm going to delete this because that is also part of the... Okay. Delete this. And I'm going to instantiate the map. This is kind of not the way I'm going to do it ultimately. Eventually I'll have like what am I working on right now? I'm kind of I'm pretty dramatically changing the structure of my game to the point where it won't work for a bit, but before I had everything basically in one scene, right? And it worked. But now I'm kind of splitting it up so that it's the system is a little bit better for actually like implementing levels and stuff like that. So now I have like a login scene, an overarching game scene, a universe scene, which is all the environments, all the map stuff, a chat scene, which is a subsidiary of the universe scene, because you can see the chat when you log in, and then a UI scene, which will ultimately later be a child of the universe scene as well. But I don't really have any UI right now. So, and then within the universe scene, there'll be like the initial map, but that'll be all of the levels and stuff will run as a instantiated child scene of the universe scene. So that way I can keep things like the user interface and the chat all like consistent across all maps, you know. And then the player scene will also be a child of the universe scene via the map scene. It's getting kind of complicated, but this way I'm doing it, it's like better in the long run, you know. So I'm going to take this out, the multiplayer spawner, and delete that. this, take this out because that's part of the universe scene, and leave that. Then we're just gonna call this map 001 or 000. I'm gonna save this. Am I making a space MMO? You know, I'm not super sure like what I'm gonna do for the setting. I do pixel art, so I'll probably do it mostly myself. I have a free tile set, if you want to check it out, that I kind of posted on Itch and gets a ton of downloads and some donations. And I am using that right now. I'm more concerned about the functionality. At this point, I'm trying to get it so that you can log in, create an account, log in, and chat and move around. That's the features that I want to have, and I want it to be on a dedicated server. My goal is to do this within another week or so, and it's really at the prototyping stage. So once I get there, then I feel like it's pretty expandable to add like attacks and a basic form of combat and some like health and stuff like that. And okay, so this isn't on here. This extends. So for universe, I'm actually going to also instantiate. No, I got the map. Why is this all here? How come I can't hide it? Got 0 art skills, unfortunately. Are you going 3D or are you doing 2D? I'll do 3 meta rendered down to 2D. Oh, that's cool. Kind of like old school stuff, like Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. Do you know the game Dark Orbit? I want to make something in that style. No, I've never heard of that. Hey, gaming culture. Dude, Clint, I missed you at the QuaiCon. I didn't see you. It didn't work out. I was only there on Sunday. Did you go to QuaiCon? Was my plan on database implementation? There's a couple ways I could go about it. I could do something with Node.js, or I could just host like a like some JSON files on AWS. I don't know. There's a couple options. I could do SQL. What kind of database implementations have you gotten into? Am I updating stuff? Not really. This is a separate project from Familia. This is like a multiplayer game I've been working on, kind of a multiplayer ARPG, kind of a retro multiplayer ARPG. I can't really show you anything because I just kind of broke the whole game and I have to like reconnect it because I'm changing the way it's structured. But it's basically kind of like a space game similar to like Secret of Mana, but with multiplayer functionality. At least that's the goal. Like Link to the Past, Secret of Mana style gameplay. But in a persistent world. Yeah, I think a lot of people want something like that. Yeah. I don't know if I'd call it an MMO. It's a bit pretentious because the way I'm building it, I don't really have a structure to where I can support a massive multiplayer, but I can support a multiplayer online RPG. It might get massive. I don't know. I might have to change the way it's structured. But yeah, I think that's something that it's kind of like my dream game that I've always wanted to make. This is really just a prototype. That's all I'm really doing right now is I'm prototyping. I got it to work where you can like log in. It saves like I have account creation. It's also going to be like playable in browser and on mobile. That's kind of like where I'm starting. And you can play it on desktop too. But I want people to be able to play from browser. That's important to me. So it's going to be very low graphic, very low demands on your system, very optimized. That's kind of a lot of pixel art stuff. And I want it to feel very much like the Super Nintendo. With some modernizations, of course. So in Universe, I'm going to add a child node. It's going to be a canvas, I think. Canvas layer. We can call this UI. And within that, we're going to instantiate the chat and the UI. So we're going to instantiate the chat, instantiate UI. I also think I like all lowercase. It's just how I roll. And then I think I'm going to change this to adding a control node. I'm going to call it current level. Put that here, and then I'm going to put the map inside of it. Now that's expandable, so later I can use this node. Actually, I should call it current map. How about that? That makes more sense. So later it'll be easier to implement a specific map because of the way the nodes are set up. This should be called universe. Okay. Now I just kinda gotta connect everything. Let's go to the login. Where's all this stuff that's showing there? I wonder if it'll break if I try to start it. Probably. Yeah. Okay, so could not find type client in current scope. So to start, I kind of want to do everything on one client just while I'm building it, and then I'll break it up later. I wonder if that's a good way to do it. I kind of feel like maybe it's not. Yeah, we'll just start it with a dedicated client. This computer can handle it. A dedicated server, locally. Yeah, let's do that. It'll be easier to just go straight into it, and I won't understand what I'm doing as much, but that's okay. Okay, so let's part of me is tempted just to like copy code server and just use it. I would want to ask him. Gotta close this. I think I messed it up just now. Actually, this actually will work because configuring the server is quite a bit quicker, so. We'll do that really fast. Did I mess up my project though? I think I might have. It's okay, I can always rebuild it. Still in the prototyping phase. Modules. Project setting. Let's turn off the blender. Why would it be? Why would that be on? So here's the server. Wow, all of the stuff for the chat messages is on the server. Where did I put all this stuff? This is hurting my brain a little bit. So I'm basically, what do I call on the eNet multiplier? I should probably call it here. Looks like I call it on here. So I was calling it on the universe page. So I'm basically using the universe in place of his lobby page. So that's a lot of code that's going to go in that page. Holy crap. Jesus, this is going to be crazy. My brain hurts already. Oh my god. I hope Godot will implement multiple projects in the editor sometime. Why? Are you doing it on like a Chromebook or something? Or Android phone? Why wouldn't you just open two windows? I don't understand why that's a feature that anybody would want. I'm honestly curious. Why would you want that feature? I have two projects open. Why would I need anything more than that? See? I actually have three open right now. It's just a matter of your computer can roll with it. Kind of annoying. Do you think if it's integrated it'll be less annoying? What's annoying about it? Do you have multiple screens? That'll help. I have 3 displays. I have 4 technically. There's one over there, I just don't use it. I might set up the 4th display later. I mean, I'm streaming too, so one screen is dedicated to streaming, I guess, so I really have 2, but sometimes I'll put stuff on the screen that's over here is my streaming stuff. That's where I read your messages and all that. You have 2? Well, that's about the same. You really just need 2 when you're comparing the 2. I don't really know if Godot... Do you know if Godot has like a lot of integrations for 2 screens? How would you even do it if you had multiple projects open? And the only place you would really need that is if you're doing multiplayer, right? Which I think, to be honest, even though Godot's got some pretty good features... It's probably a minority of the Godot users are even trying to do anything with networking. Maybe they're trying to, but as far as shipping goes, it's going to be a minority of users that are actually able to execute on networking. It's like 5 times as hard. Like in Visual Studio. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I could see that. But it makes more sense in an IDE, I think. People have multiple projects. But, it's just like structured like folders. I mean, I could see it would be really cool if there was like a server, like something that was more intuitive for server client builds. But I don't know how you would really do that, you know? Like if there was a button that said server and client. There's some ways in which I feel like it would be good because you could like update everything at once, but that also could be bad. I'd have to really get into the workflow. I want to have multiple tabs for scripts. Yeah. Well, I mean, you do have... Yeah. I could see like the need for like a hierarchy, right? In the same way you have it with Visual Studio. I agree with that. That would be nice. But we kind of do. Like you can put a folder inside of a folder here. This looks similar to how Visual Studio is. So you can just grab whatever script you need like that, you know? Visual Studio is a little bit more... But I mean, at the same time, bro, like Godot's like in editor GD script. It's like so good. I haven't really used Godot. I'm assuming use Godot with an IDE, and I don't know. My opinion at this point is that IDE is not as good as in application editors. But I don't know. Maybe on a big project, an IDE might be better. I'm very new to Godot, so I didn't like having to. It didn't feel as fast in Unity or RPG Maker for that matter. Really like that there's a little star that shows like changes have not been saved. Like, bro, that's so good. Who thought of that? A little star next to the file. Are there other apps that do that? It's so good. loading this background here. Oh, there we go. Wait, no, I want that. See how it's loading that other background? Why is it doing that? Be right back. put up my break screen, I just walked away. Whatever. Okay, so I'm a little confused with these nodes, why they're including a lot of this stuff from the game scene here. Like, why is that in this scene? Let me check the project settings. For autoload, all I got is game data, and then general, the run is the game scene, which is set as the main scene. What if I move it as a main scene? It still shows the stuff. Why? Maybe it's in the code somewhere. Client, load models, world, instantiate. Universe. Unready var client. Is this what it's doing? No, that's not it. Why is it loading this? Here in the login scene. It is in the universe scene for some reason. But even if I remove it in the universe scene, everything's off in the map scene. If I save this. Oh, so weird. Here. It's not here. It's not there. It's so weird. Extends node. Hey Code, what's up, man? Your project is like influencing me a lot because now I'm trying to make it structured better. So I got this this game scene, which is going to be like the base scene, and then I have the login scene, which is part of the game scene, but there's also a universe scene, which in yours you call the world scene, right? And I'm like basically commandeering your code. I hope you don't mind. But there's a lot to do to get everything that I had working. I did. See, client to universe. Oh no, I changed it to type. Change the type client. Type. Oh, to this? I tried doing that. I tried changing it to universe and it didn't work. You have it capitalized in the file? Do I? Oh, I do. Class names are generally capitalized, right? That's like the best practice? Is that the convention for client names? Well, if you don't know about convention, I'll go with your convention. Panel. So the chat is right here. So you did. Let me just code it out in case I figure out I want it later. Or comment it out. Okay, now we have client, setup client. Base node universal. Universe. Client, setup client. Oh, because yours loads to client automatically. Okay. So that would, for me, be here in the I'm already going dedicated server. Wait, what? This isn't that. Where's my host join stuff? Is it in here? No, it's gotta be in login. No, it's gotta be in universe. Here it is. No. Dude, did I erase it? Gosh, damn it. Here we go. Here it is. Okay. So I did client create server. So yours does a setup client method. And mine does a freaking, I don't think I have a setup client anywhere. That's not how I did it. Let's just keep doing it the way I was doing it before. Just keep going until something breaks and then fix it as I go. Oh, this is the thing that breaks. The client setup client. Node. Okay, so for yours, you set up the enumerator with the setup client function. Where I'm gonna do it here. Is this where I did it? I did mine. How the hell did I do my Net multiplayer? Where are you? Oh, I set it up here on my map. Interesting, you called it a lobby. Or I call it a universe. I should just put it in here, in my login screen. Should I create another? How do I structure this? Because you use the lobby. And I put all that stuff that you have in your lobby in my map, which won't work. Well, it's in my map and it's also in my... Yeah, I did. I put it in here. Same as multiplayer.gd. Yeah, so it's not weird to put it in my universe one. Just, I feel like the universe is gonna get kind of crammed. But I can do that. Because before I had it in the map, but I'm trying to set it up so that it's like, can be working with multiple maps now. This is an interesting kind of thing. Like, I had a pretty busy day and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm tired. I might call it in. Maybe I should try work for like another hour. Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all of the lobby stuff in this universe guy. The lobby / client was there to house the functions that touch the network. Yeah, I think having the universe be there, because the universe is going to contain, like the way I'm going to structure it, or at least the plan right now is, do I have those docs up? Where'd they go? So like, there's the server, which I'm not really talking about right now, but the game client and the game data will be like auto-loaded, and then there'll be a login UI. So within the game client, there'll be these two. I could add it to the login. Well, I'm kind of trying to figure out the structure I'm going to use. That's like a big part of what I'm doing right now. So I could do all of that stuff in the lobby, but the login is already pretty, there's a lot, but I mean, it kind of makes sense that I would do it from the login, you know? Login, lobby, it's basically the same thing, right? And then I could do everything, all the sign-in stuff and creating the server in the same place. What do you think about using the login for all the lobby stuff? Do you think that'll work, or do you think I should make a separate lobby in addition to the login and the universe? The universe is the equivalent to your world. Like, how are you gonna do it when you do your login screen? Are you just gonna put it in the lobby? The UI as a login. The login as you making form with function. So your login just as part of your user interface. That actually makes sense too. I kind of like a login being separate though from the actual game, like, because it is a separate thing. Like it's like it's a scene that precurses it. I don't know. In my brain, that works more. Like I don't think it makes as much sense to make the login as part of the main UI. Because that's something you're going to be using during normal gameplay. To me, it makes sense for the login to be something separate, but I appreciate you telling me how you're doing it. It could go either way. Calls on the lobby. When you submit, does nothing else. Well, you don't have a login system yet, though, right? That's the difference, right? Because yours doesn't have a verification system set up. I was more just asking how you would do it when you do have those features implemented. I'm leaning right now just making the login separate from the main UI because I feel like it is separate. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I can more easily just... Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I told you I was going to use it on stream. Yeah, you don't want all your APIs showing. Makes perfect sense. Or your server hacked, yeah. Makes sense. But so where is the login script? If the login script is just something you access through the UI elements in the login script. So like your login is part of your UI. Like the way you put UI up and then it just, you have a script that just interacts with it. That's basically what you're saying. So it's kind of like the nodes and stuff are over with the rest of your UI stuff. Right? Is that what I'm understanding? I don't think I'm going to do it that way. Maybe just because my brain puts logins in a different spot. Like I don't think of the login screen as part of the user interface. The lobby client does all the networking. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it separate now, and then I'm gonna create a client. That's what I'll do, is I'll make a new node called client, and then I'll put the lobby in that. So we can do another. So I'm gonna call my lobby client. However, you should in the order that you work even. I don't understand what that sentence means. I'm assuming, because I'm not sure what you're saying I should do. You should in the order you work even if you have to, yeah, I don't know what you mean. I should what? Because I said like 4 different things, right? So do you mean like I should do what I said I was gonna do, meaning create a lobby and call it client in order that you work? Yeah, I don't know what that means at all. I'm trying to think about it. I'm trying to like, how could I possibly understand that? I don't know. I don't think it's possible. Yeah, I'm just gonna create a client in here. So I'll create a new scene. So your game is structured with a lobby. And your lobby leads to the world. I don't really see how your world connects at this point. Oh, do it how I want is what you meant? Okay. Yeah. Thanks. How are you gonna call on your levels? Like what map you're... I like the way you did map 000, and I'm gonna do that, but I think for now it's only gonna load, at least for this prototype version, it's only going to actually load into the map. That's the only way you can do it. There's going to be, like, you can only log in and join the game in one specific spot. So, oh, I just said that for now, eventually I'll make a more like a more elegant system where you can load into somewhere based on your save data. But as for right this minute, I'm just going to make it so that you can only load into a very specific place on a specific map. So the structure will ultimately eventually change, even though it's not set that way right now. I asked to do something. I don't remember. Forgot already. I'm super tired, honestly, right now. Just work like a 12-hour day. So my brain is not 100% there. But I think, so login universe, and then I'm going to create another scene. And I'm going to call, it's going to be a other node, just a control node, and this one is going to be called client. This is basically going to serve the same purpose as your lobby. I'm just going to copy your code in for now. And then I'm going to connect it to... Oh, shit. I'm going to connect it to a script. I like lowercase names. Instantiate. Okay, so this now changes to game node client equals client. And then this is this. A lot of clients. I was not expecting me to stream. Dude, I've been studying up on my freaking Godot all day. I've just been like reading every single help article on my phone. And not understanding what the hell I'm reading, but I'm trying my best. So res, this is not res models, this is res scene and then universe. Right? Scene, universe, var universe. The reason I'm saying universe, not world, is because it's kind of spacey. Then we can pass here. I'm not gonna edit this for now. What the hell is going on here? Oh, this is the join stuff. Okay. Cool. Login screen. Shit does not work, but at least it's showing. Okay, so this is good. Let's look at the login script. 25. Sign up URL. Expected statement after variable. Okay, so this is my stuff. This is your stuff. All this. I'm having a hard time seeing what code is mine and what is yours. So I'm getting a little lost here. Oh, I see why I'm confused, because my chat is different. so different. Oh, I see what I did. I see what I did. I didn't copy all of it. I just copied some of it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it all in one, and then I can kind of combine it. So all of this above here is not my code. And I have a Joe code label, so I can adapt it so that it fits with my game. So Code, your game is gonna be 3D, huh? I'm super confused where this code is. This is from the chat, right? Your error is that it extends after properties. I might have to open up my old thing to get back my code because I messed it up. Yeah, I'll just open with the file. Yeah, the issue was actually that I accidentally deleted some stuff. That's all it was. I pushed Control V in a place I didn't mean to. So I had to figure out where it was, and it was right there. That class name was part of your world. It was supposed to go here. It was this. So this. I don't really need any of this anymore. I just have to adapt it to this client stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all this into client. Oh, it was pasted into your authenticator. Yeah, it was an accidental paste, that one. That's why I had to go through and figure out where it was. So I'm just gonna use your universe/world, and then this code that I just deleted, I'm gonna put this underneath the client code. And I will use it to reference I can like comment it all out for now or something, but I'll use it to reference so I can make all the calls to the right things. Although this one doesn't look like it has any of the on press stuff. But this one does, so I'm doing 9,000. Extends node. I can use your server haze const. That's fine. Client enet multiplier pair. These are all fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and comment out everything that is already in here. So localhost. This is all done. I didn't do this. Signals. I didn't do signals. What is this function on join pressed? So this actually. I don't really think I'm going to need these anymore, but this will be on join, so I'm going to need this stuff. I'm going to use this host stuff on the host. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Maybe missing some good multiplayer stuff. Yeah, I have a copy of my old project too before I ripped it apart, so I can always use it as a reference. I actually made a copy because I was going to send it to myself so I could look at it at work. But it's okay. What I can do, since this is a client only, I can just do all this stuff. Does it look like you're doing it on ready? Yeah, you're just doing it on ready. So all this crap, I just have to adapt it to yours. So you don't do a multiplayer peer, it looks like. So these two, I can figure that out. That's just UI, so not worried about those. I do it in setup client. Okay, so your multiplayer peer, multiplayer peer equals client. Oh, so you call it client. Okay. If client get connection status, client server. Yeah, here's this. Client create client is this. So that's, I can omit that. Multiplayer dot multiplayer peer equals client. Yeah, okay, so this is all done. So I'm just gonna comment this out. I'm gonna keep it in this file just because when I adapt the other ones, I gotta I gotta update the names, and I can use this as a reference. Actually don't need that either. So that's all still there. I'm not going to use any of the host functionality on this one. I'll do it on the other one. Server is superhost, yeah. Going forward, I'm gonna do all of the development with a separate client host setup. So that's really the way to do it. And honestly, don't take this the wrong way, but I can just minimally edit your host file that you gave me and get it to work by repurposing it just a little bit. Like this add player character, I'm not going to use this here. So I'm going to have to figure out how to implement that into the unit. That was the purpose of it. Cool. So this one is a little weird because I created an ID when, well, you know, I don't actually need an ID. I don't actually need an ID until this is gonna be like a big job, man. It's gonna take me another week to get this up, I can tell already. It's gonna be cool. Well, that was kind of loud, sorry. Like distorted. I have a much more expandable like build too, like other than the map, the way the level's loaded, which I'll probably come back and edit it again once I have a JSON set up. Everything will pretty much stay the same. It'll just be adding stuff to it out of that, you know. But this structure will pretty much work for a very long time. Before I was just trying to get something that worked, and now it's like I'm actually thinking about trying to build something that's somewhat expandable. I'm basically rebuilding it from scratch. Well, rebuilding it from your template. I'm gonna have to like reconnect everything. It's fine though. I think I might go to sleep though right now because it's 11:30 and I'm tired. I gotta do some work in the morning. I got some calls. I think I should go to sleep. Who should I raid? Let's see if I can find somebody. Scene, save all scenes. Close it. And this one we'll do. I'm not gonna save yours. I've talked to a lot of people about this style of game. Kind of what I want to do. I want it to be kind of like Chrono Trigger, or not Chrono Trigger, like Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore, Link to the Past, but have an open world kind of vibe. And a lot of people really like that idea. They're excited about it. And I haven't really seen a game quite like that, so I could see it. I could see this being something that people really like. Have not seen a space-themed anything. Well, I'm still gonna kind of remember when I had that one project, Stormers. Like, this is basically what I eventually wanted Stormers to kind of be. It's kind of a modern sci-fi, like a space, not sci-fi. Sci-fi is not really what it is. It's a space fantasy. So it, you know, they're kind of like Star Wars. Star Wars is not a sci-fi. It's a space fantasy, space opera. It's like fantasy in a different setting, you know? But yeah, kind of like a space fantasy. It's so fun because it's so expandable and there's so many like interesting game types that can come out of that. Evan streaming.
No, all me. You're welcome.
Doesn't look like. Oh, Bizmaster Studios. I haven't rated him in forever. Let's go say hi to Biz. Where's all my viewers? Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, y'all. Catch you next time. Let's go watch some sweet pixel art streams. Farewell. Good night.